Just waiting on the sound to come in. Oh, might be sound already there. Possibility. Gardening time in the fall. Gardening time in the fall. Oh, good morning. Good morning. That's a good name. Simpson Farm. That's a good name. You can remember that. I'm just sitting here. Uh, I found a solution for um, growing spinach, and it's a different type of spinach. I'll get the name of it, but it comes back every year, which I like that. Oh, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Morning gardening show. Oh, they put that there. It's nice. I like the way you type that out completely. Uh, but the thing about it is, we okay. Some people dropping in. They saw it. I hope some of you aren't sitting at work looking at this because sometimes the supervisor can walk by and say, "What's that you're doing?" They say, "Oh, just checking on these reports. Checking on these reports." Ah, he said, "Thank you. I am a Simpson, so I got you. I got you. Got you. Ah, hello. How you doing, backyard? Here we go. Angela, was it Angela? Angie? Angela? Oh man, this is just beautiful. This is beautiful. People dropping in. So tell me what you been doing in your garden? What you been doing? Have you watered this morning yet? Have you? Good morning. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. Put something up there. I want to see. I want to see what you've been doing. Because I used to get up early and water my garden. I think I got a little carried away when you had the clearance on a lot of the fertilizers that you could get them at Home Depot at the beginning of the garden season. They had all this fertilizer on sale, and I just cleared the shelves out. But someone came in, they got all of the bone meal. Let's see. Good morning. All right. Let's see. Morning, God, and you. Yesterday. Yeah, sorry about that. And look, even I thought about that later. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "I left rather abruptly." And in all of the time I've done that, I've never done that before. But that I apologize for. I had to leave because that call was a very very important call. I'm trying desperately, trying to get this contract for this yard. This lady gonna let me do her yard. What she want me to do is to install fruit trees. And so I got to go out there and check the lighting. I got to check the soil. I also have to check the pH. And the lighting is basically, what location she can actually use. And also, I check the number of people that she have in her family that she's trying to feed off of these trees. Because if you have like four people in the family, you don't need 10 trees. Uh, you know, you don't need 10 trees. You will have more food than you know what to do with. So, it's four in their family, so I suggested a certain number of trees based on what their needs are. And and I was just basically letting her know, I said, if you put them in, this is the time of year to put trees in. Um, Stark Brothers is going to be, well, Stark Brothers is selling trees, but once they get into the full swing of the trees being sold, you won't go to their page and see so many trees where it say sold out, sold out. But I go there and buy trees. That's just what I do. I don't go to fast growing trees, tie tie or whatever that is, because tie tie. I've heard so many bad things about them that I just can't take a chance. I don't want to be sitting waiting on trees and then you call me, can't get anyone on the phone, and I don't want to do that. Stock bros, when you pay for the trees, like in about 2 or 3 days, the tree will be right there in a box, moist root base. Tree will have some size to it. As soon as you put it in the ground, the tree will jump out and start growing. That's what I want to deal with. And yes, they do cost, uh, about anywhere from 35, sometimes $38, something like that. And so, you pay for what you're getting. And they back the tree for 1 year. Back it for 1 year. Yeah, it was going very good. We had a good conversation uh, about trees and about gardens and about soil and I'm starting to learn, a lot about um, my particular garden because every year you keep learning something new. You just keep learning something new about, what your garden is uh, and what it does. And every year it's just something different. Now all the birds in the whole block know where my food forest is, and they know where to come eat at. They know. That's amazing. They remember. But like I said, I don't mind sharing some of it, but the birds are getting pretty aggressive. They're eating everything. Had some grapes on the tree. I mean on the vine, and I couldn't believe they took every last one of them. It was like I was tasting the grapes Monday, and they were getting sweet. And I said, okay, they're getting size to them, sweet, good. Wednesday they were gone, every single grape. Beautiful clusters, healthy clusters, gone. And I said, okay, next year you'll know that you're just going to have to use the bird netting. You're going to have to use the bird netting. I don't want to because I've seen, birds die in those bird netting. So I don't want to, cause that again. They get hung up and you try to shake them free or open the net up. They won't let you open the net. They keep running around and they're tangling up more. And then they have a heart attack. But birds, all that, incredible creatures, they try to get something to eat and they go inside and they get tangled up in those nets. And so that being said, bird netting is not my first choice, but they do eat up your grapes and your blueberries and your raspberries. Uh, they do eat, but they don't eat as much of the raspberry. I do get some of the raspberries. It's amazing. They like the blueberries more than they do the raspberries. Yeah, but it feels good. It feels so good to have that food growing and be out there. I have a habit. I go out in my yard sometimes and I just eat right off the trees. And some people say, "Won't you do you wash them?" I said, "No, not the apples. I didn't spray anything on them that could be dangerous to you. And I know you do want us to wash them, but the apples. Now this year, 2020 coming up next year rather. I'm waiting on the plums, so that's going to be interesting. I'm waiting on the plums. Plums are great. Yeah, this is going to be a short one today. Um, I can tell because everyone's so quiet. Everyone's so quiet. Um, Okay. This is interesting. Um, there was one gentleman that was talking about doing some broccoli. He growing broccoli for the fall. Good crop to grow. Good crop to grow. And Brussels sprouts, another good one. But I'm just doing a collard green and kale. We had rain last night. It was really nice. Started raining like maybe 2 in the morning. Just a moderate rain. It wasn't too much, and the plants really needed it. I have a tarp outside in my yard where I put all of my potting mix that I make. It's like about 300 pounds of it there. And, I opened it up a couple days ago, and it was just, the snakes turned it into their own bed. They like it in there. They like it in there. It's dark, it's soft soil. And I'm just looking at all these, garter snakes, that sort of thing. And so I got to watch it when I walk on that tarp. And then I have to kill the snakes. Snakes are beneficial to your garden. And I have plenty, I already told you many times, I have plenty of worms. I was dealing last night with a twisted ankle, um, really swelled up, got stiff, and I took something called Ad, Advil, and I'm walking today like there was nothing wrong. I like the Advil. I tell anybody, take any medicine, check with your doctor first. But I took the Advil, I was straight. It started kicking in about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, now let's see what happens. Got up this morning, went down, fixed breakfast, all set. And I wish I could have went out into the yard and grabbed some spinach or something, but I don't have any spinach right now at this moment. Fresh spinach is very nice to saute in a little bit of olive oil and some garlic and some onions. Really good. The only thing I'm planting this fall is two things: collard green and kale is the only thing I'm planting this year. And my favorite out of all of them, just to plant is the collard green. So many people ask me for collard green when the fall comes. They ask me for the collard green, and they germinate better once you start getting into the cooler days. They germinate better. You get them on a 90 degree, 89-degree days, they'll germinate, but not as well. Wait a minute. When you say you never tried kale, I mean you've never eaten kale, or you haven't tried growing it. Oh, okay, okay. You never eaten it. Oh boy, it's good. It's good. It's good. If you've eaten collard greens, slightly different taste, but it's good. If you cook it right. Even if you cook it wrong, it's not bad, and it's not an acquired taste. I mean, you will automatically say, "Oh, I like this." Um, but I had to learn how to cook these items because uh, I had I used to cook it. I didn't know what I was doing. I would just put a couple of ingredients in, and I went right on YouTube one evening, and I said, "How to cook kale Southern style?" And it was this person that was on there, and he was showing you how to He said, put in a pot. You said put a pot on the stove, cut up some bacon, about a half a pound of bacon, cut it up in little squares. He said saute it, put some onions in there, some garlic in there, some Worcestershire sauce, some what they call it is called chicken stock, and say cook it, wash the kale up real good, cut it up, and add it to the pot. Once it gets dark and starts tearing apart real easy, you'll cook it for a little while. Um, it was just really, really, really good, really good. I had to learn how to do that. And I went on YouTube and learned it. So I kept cooking all this kale, and I used the same recipe for the collard greens, and I just kept cooking it and cooking it and cooking it because I really liked it. Yeah, yeah, it's really good, it's really good, and that video's still up. I know it is because the video like that get a lot of hits. I did Southern style, yeah. Oh, and salt and pepper went in it too, yeah, salt and pepper. Some people put vinegar in it, but the way it was set up, I mean, I cooked it, and that was my first time cooking it the correct way. It was right. I kept eating it. I was eating it with everything. I was eating it with, and what it does, it makes you just feel better, with all this fresh um, uh, kale going into your system, the right food, and then it leaves all this liquid in the pot, which some people call pot liquor, and you just take that, warm it up on cold days, and just drink it, and it's just something you shouldn't throw away. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, you took that away. Yeah, because kale trees, I did get seeds for kale trees, and they grow well. They grow well. There's nothing but a tall variety of kale. Yeah, tall variety. Yeah, you're planting dwarf curly kale. More power to you. I grow the large fluffy ones. They're called. I don't have it in front of me right now. And but I like that variety. The one I got. Then they got the what they call it's not blue kale. It's Georgia. Is it Georgia kale? Anyway, it's a kale that grows really, 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 really curly, and it's dark, dark, dark green. I tried that. I like that, but my favorite is that one that grows big and fluffy. Takes up a lot of space. You pop the leaves off, and nice big leaves. Um, I had I should have plenty of videos up there way back in the back of my videos. That kale, I tell you, I love that. I love it. And the great thing about kale is this, and collard greens is sometimes they'll overwinter. They'll go through the winter. You'll see ice on them and everything. When spring comes, they'll start growing again. But they go into that second year, and a couple things change to them. The leaves grow smaller, but you can still eat off of them. And the other thing is they go right into producing seeds, and they produce these little tiny little look like green beans. They're about that big, and they load it with seeds. And once they turn brown, you have to come by and collect all them suckers and kind of ruffle them up, and you'll see all these black seeds drop out, and the seeds will grow better in your soil because they now are familiar with the makeup of your soil, the genetics, if you will, of your soil, the chemical makeup of your soil, and they just grow better and faster. So I save the seeds always. But I will have to. Yeah, it's back in there, and I'm gonna tell you something. Oh my goodness, I did mustard greens. Um, I think mustard greens is more of an acquired taste. I mean, it just is an acquired taste. But the curly kale, that's what it's called. Curly kale, the big ones that I'm talking about. Um, and then you got the collard, Georgia collards. I like the Georgia collards because it's fun growing them too, folks. They grow this huge, 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 pretty leaf, and that's what I like about them. Let me hold you tight, if only for the night. I had to get that off my chest. I had to get that out. Let's see. So, um, I'm just having a good time, folks. I like the way I got my soil now. It's beautiful because I can go out and just throw seeds out in my yard now and they'll grow. It wasn't like that before when my soil was hard clay. Most of us have clay soil, and what you want to do with clay soil is when I tell you this, folks, is just keep adding organic matter. And I have people sometimes that tell me, can you add too much organic matter? No, 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 you can't. Can't add too much organic matter. You can grow food in your compost pile, and that's just all leaves and grass clippings, and you can grow food right in there. So that's just all organic matter. Um, you're creating a beautiful topsoil when you add organic matter to your soil. And please, folks, stop all that digging and stuff. You don't have to do all that stuff. I used to think that's the only thing that you could do to manage your garden, and now I rarely dig. If I put a tree in, I might dig a hole, and that's it. I don't dig holes for plants and all. I don't dig that stuff like that no more. I use that manure fork, and I'm telling you, if you find one, okay, put it like this: if you find a manure fork at Walmart that got that wooden handle on it, 8 inch prongs, about 8 inches across, 10 inches across. Get it, get it. Don't get the little short one. Get the long one. Get that sucker. And I got mine for about I don't know about $8 and some change. That was some years ago though, but you probably can still get them for maybe 10 or 12. Right now, my Walmart does not have that fork in there anymore. It's just not there. And it's sad because if you go up there and look for it, it hasn't been there for a few years as well because there hasn't been a big demand for it. But when I saw it in there, I got it. I got that fork. So you would have to go at a big Walmart, like a major Walmart store that would have that fork, and you will see it in there. And it's got a wooden handle and steel prongs on it, about 8 inches across, maybe nine. And I'm gonna tell you something. It'll be the best tool. You're gonna actually want to get rid of some of your shovels, but don't do it because you might need them for something. But there, the fork is a beautiful thing. You drop that fork 8 inches deep. The first time you do it to your soil, it's gonna be hard to kind of do it, but just work with it. You put that fork down in that soil, pull back on it. You see the soil lift up, then let it back down. Go another 4 inches behind that or 3 inches behind it. Stick it down in the soil again. Pull back on it, and just keep going backwards until you get the length that you want. And then if you want it wider, you just come back up to that point where you started, and right next to where you loosen the soil, come back again and do the same process. Once you do that, if you got now, what I'll do weeds right on top. I don't care about moving the weeds because once I loosen the soil up, I take a rake and just rake the weeds right off the top of it. Just rake them right off the top. Rake them right off the top. And that's an amazing thing. So I like to use it to dig up sweet potatoes. Oh, absolutely. You got the right idea. You got the right. Do you have the one with the long handle? Because that's the one that I found to be more favorable. It'll do both jobs, the short handle one and also the long handle. It'll do both jobs. The short handle one, has its duties, but that long handle one, it just pop everything out of the ground, the potatoes, um, and that's how that is. Sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes. They had some up at Walmart. A lot of them when the year comes in, they put. Here's what stores are doing to get so desperate. When this year, when Christmas ended, they had the store within either 2 or 3 days. They had all the garden stuff out there. 3 days after Christmas ended last year. Oh, hello, hello. How you doing? At work, but listening. Oh, you're at work, and I was just talking about that earlier. That some people, actually at work. There was a gardener. Some of you remember him. He still does videos. Lead Farmer 73, I think it is. Lead Farmer 73, very good guy. Does a lot of gardening, and he's always learning. So that's always a plus when you do that. When you get out there and you learn. Um, but I'm in the process now where I just I have one teacher, and that's Mother Nature. I have one teacher, and that's what I follow. She shows me how to do this thing. I don't have to figure anything out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so that's what I do. And I watch. And I go fishing to a certain spot, and I like it because you can sit there and watch the forest as you fish. And I look at things. I go, hey, look at this. All this stuff growing, but you never see lots of limbs on the ground. You never see leaves left over from fall. All that stuff goes back in the ground. It's just beautiful. And then when I grab a handful of soil, the soil in the forest does not have a lot of topsoil on top. It doesn't have a lot of that. It just has a very, very thin layer, but yet it's enough organic matter to grow all those big trees and all those bushes and all. And the biology in the soil keeps all of the the keeps everything managed. It just eats, dies, lives, whatever, and it just leaves all this beautiful um, food in the soil for your trees and your bushes to eat. The only thing I wish I could do in my on my property without spending a lot of money is I wish I could grow lime, lemons, and things like that. But here in Zone 7B, I don't have that luxury. If I grow it, I gotta bring the pot outside, bring it back in the house for the winter, and I'm not gonna do that because some of the tubs you put these trees in, when the trees get big, you gotta upgrade the tubs, and some of them get pretty heavy. You need a car jack to pick them up. Well, I tell you. Well, good people, I said I would let it end out early this time around. I got to because good to go out there in the garden and have some more fun. So I think I'm gonna because it rained last night and everything changes when it rains. You see plants that popped out of the ground that weren't there. Certain bugs on the leaves of plants because they drank a good amount of water last night. Now they um, uh, are definitely getting a meal off of the plants that are in the yard. And I'm gonna tell you something: the weeds in the yard what my bugs eat. They don't eat my food plants, and I love that. Corn, no weed bites, nothing. Um, uh, Kale, very little, if any, bites in any of my kale. And so it's just a beautiful thing. All right, good people. This has been the Morning Gardener, and I want to thank you and have a good day and a profitable day. And remember just to keep on growing. Just keep doing it. It's going to make sure that your family and you are well cared for. Thank you.